Nirmal, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Hiral Datia. We have with us Mr. Rajendra Shah, Chairman at Harsha Engineers International Limited, joining in. Welcome to the show, Mr. Shah, and a pleasure to speak to you, and congratulations on the IPO.
Thank you.
If you could help our viewers with details of the IPO first.
Yeah, sure. The total issue size is 755. 755 crore is the total issue size. 455 is a fresh issue, and 300 offer for sale.
And what are
And price band is 314 to 330 for equity share of 10 rupees.
And what are we going to use the funds for?
Yes, this fund is we use the first out of 455. 270 crore will be used for paying the debt. Around 78 crore will be used for capital investment, capex. 7.8 crore something will be for infrastructure, and remaining will be corporate purpose.
Right. So overall, if you see, it's been almost around 35, little over 35 years since the time the business has been established. Yeah. Right. And the business is into precision engineering and bearings cage manufacturing sector.
Correct.
If you could give us more details of the business and what is it that we do?
You see, basically bearing cage is a one part of the bearing. When you see the bearing has four parts: inner, outer, roller, and cage. So we are manufacturing only cages. And this business was started in 1972 as a partnership company. And in 86, we have converted into private limited. So if you consider that day, we have 50 years working on the cage. And we are focused on the cage. And when we started manufacturing cages, at that time, all the bearing companies are making cages in-house only. Because at that time, there was a shortage of bearings and a lot of duplication was happening. So bearing companies were worried if the cage is made outside, duplication can happen very fast. So they were not. But we started cage making, we approached them, we convinced them, and that way, slowly, gradually, everybody has started buying from us. So around 80 to 92, 10 years, we have worked very hard to convince everybody. By 90 to 95, almost all our customers, all our bearing manufacturers in India have closed down their cage manufacturing facility and they started purchasing from us. In 78, there was one company, Metal Box India Limited, which has come, which has started bearing plant in Sept, Kharagpur. So we started making cages for them. So that was our first corporate customer. And that has gone very successful. So due to that, we got a lot of entries in other companies also. And that way we expanded. As we started supplying to all our customers, they were very happy with us. So they have suggested their international company also. And that way, we have gone to the international market also. So around 91, 92, 93, 94. So in 2001, we have started exporting. And in 2003, we have started one unit as the export-oriented unit, only for export. So that way, we have grown. Today, we have 4 plants, 2 in Ahmedabad, 1 in China, and 1 in Romania. We are making more than 7,500 varieties of cages, and size from 20 millimeter small to 2,000 mm diameter, bigger one, and brass, steel, and polyamide material. And today, we are the second largest cage manufacturer globally.
Right. And that's great to hear of the story as well of how you've grown, Mr. Shah. So if you could help me understand, what are the sectors, that dominates our supplies? Because clearly, in terms of where cages is concerned, you mainly operate in automotive, railways, aviation, construction, mining, agriculture, plus a couple of more sectors. So which sectors do we deal with, with majority revenues coming from?
You see, let me first tell you, we are not directly supplying to this field. We are supplying bearings, and bearings are used in that area. That is number one. Today, if we see the mix, generally we are classifying into 2 groups. One is the automotive groups, and second is the industrial group. So our today industrial is bigger, and second is the automotive. So in both of the field we are supplying.
Okay. And overall, if you see in terms of market share, in totality, I was reading that, overall, in terms of where market share is concerned as well, we have around 50 to 60% market share in the organized segment,
Right.
and around 6.5% market share in the global organized segment.
Right.
So, so with those kind of numbers, what's the kind of growth that we are looking at?
We are looking for double-digit growth, no doubt, because there is a huge market is yet available. Today we are supplying major of 5 or 6 customers, and there are all 6, 7 world's best customer manufacturers are our customer, and there is another group, second layer. Also, there are a lot of bearing companies. So we have a huge scope. Number one, number two. Yet in a bearing companies, at least not in India, but in Europe and America, there are a lot of companies yet manufacturing bearing cages in-house. So we have a very good scope for increasing our business to tap that business, particularly large diameter cages. Most of the bearing manufacturers are making cages. So we are looking for that business that has already started transferring. But I think within next 3-4 years, there will be a huge transfer and we'll get a lot of business from that. And there's a lot of possibility. So we are very sure about the double-digit growth in coming time. Our growth will come in 2 ways. One, bearing is growing around 6 to 8%. Right? Second thing, there are a lot of in-house to disclose and they will come to us. That is second. Third, which is a big parameter which has come very recently, is the China plus one. You see that we are talking, we are hearing in newspaper, but the process is already started, and a lot of companies have started increasing their output in India, investing in India, and all our bearing companies are heavily investing in India to increase their capacity. So that demand will also shoot up. Then we are making polyamide cages. That is also a very good market. And one more vertical what we have created in last 2 years is the bronze bushings. Bronze bushings is a very precise component used instead of bearing in certain windmill gearbox, because windmill gearbox, their design, they are using bearings. So due to bearing usage, their gearbox size increases too much. To reduce the size, they have decided to, instead of using planetary gear where the speed is very low, they will not use bearing, but they will use bronze bushings. So that is also a very big market, and we are sure within next 2-3 years we will cover a huge market in that also.
Right. So with all of this said and done, and as you added a China angle to it as well, we also have one plant in China. So are we seeing some impact in terms of anything that gets produced from China plant?
Yeah, China already the production, and that will continue. You see, what happens is we have 2 type of items. One is a large volume items, second low volume items, and certain item where they cannot predict demand. So in such cases, if we supply from India, it takes a lot of time. But if it is produced in China, we can supply very fast. So China and Romania plant, both plants, we are using like that, which are the low quantity items that we are producing there, and high volume items we are supplying from here. In China, last year we had done a business of 180 crores. So 90 crore was a production there, and 90 crores were dispatched from here. So due to our presence there, we are getting very good business there in the market.
Right. So overall, if you see, what's the current capacity utilization?
Around 65%.
And that's of all the plants put together. Right. And any expansion plans in terms of capacity?
Yes, we are planning. The first plan is the 78 crore capex. That is for next 2 years business. But further, we want to invest around 400 crores in capacity increase. And today we have two plants in Ahmedabad. We are going for the third plant also.
Right. And overall, if you see in terms of where the solar EPC business goes, what's the plan with that?
You see, solar power, we have started in a very big way. And earlier we are doing ground mounted plants. But now we realize that that is not a profitable business. So we don't want to go in that thing. And today we are restricting our business only to solar panel, rooftop only, particularly industrial rooftop. That is a good business. So we are focusing on that. And we want to maintain that business as it is right now. We have got a very big plan to expand it.
Right. And overall, we are going to use some amount of the funds we raised to pay off debt as well. So, to what level are we planning to get our debt to?
You see, initially our debt will be zero because we will be paying around 270 crores. So almost we will be debt free. And then, as and when required, we will go for debt because we have some other money available. Because a lot of cash flow will be there. So using cash flow, we will be investing in future.
Right. And as you mentioned that there is a lot of focus on the auto industry as well. Now that the auto industry is moving to electric vehicles, what is it that we are also doing to match that shift and change?
You see, let's understand when the EV vehicle will come, all the bearings are not going to go. Only machine bearing, IC engine bearings will go. And in IC engine bearings, most of a lot of needle roller bearings are used, where we are not there. So will be affected, but very less. Second thing, as on today, our total market, this will happen in two-wheelers and four-wheelers, passenger vehicles, where our business is hardly 5%. So it will not have any basic impact because that much volume will also increase. So we don't see many major impact. On the other side, there will be one advantage also. In EV, they require noiseless bearings. So when noiseless is better, then we have to make a better quality bearings, better quality cages and very clean cages. So we will get better prices of our cages. So overall, will not have any much loss.
Right. And any inorganic growth plans?
Yet we have not decided, but we'll look if some good chances are coming, then we will look up about that.
Right. All right, Mr. Shah. Thank you so much for speaking to us at Nirmal. Always a pleasure. Congratulations once again for coming out with an IPO and good luck in terms of the listing as well as coming quarters. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Okay, bye.
Subscribe to our YouTube channel for in-depth interviews of India Inc. and press the bell icon so that you do not miss our updates.